Okay. So we were selecting select month and year. Recording, right? Yeah. If you want to select month and year, you have to get all the month and year text. If that month year text contains of this expected month and actual no year text contains expected year, then break it. If not there, click on the next button. So it will loop will continue. So like that it will select the expected month and year. Okay. So that is what this is the small no correction yesterday we did. We are taking the entire text of that. Let me show you that URL so that whoever missed they can understand that. Yeah. So this is the one. And this entire text we are getting. Before I was getting only this month and year separately. We don't need to get separately. You get entire thing and check that this if that year and month is not same. So what you need to do, you have to click on this next button. So that is what we are going to do. So you can take this class div class UI date picker title. You take this class and get this entire text. So once you get that, this text contains your expected month and year, then so you break it. If not there, you can click on the next button. So okay. So let's see whether it is selecting or not. That's what I did. So I got the entire text and I'm checking this text contains my expected month and year, then break it. So if not there, and you are going to click on the next button. And date, anyhow we selected date. So select date and select month and year. So two functions I written. Those two functions I am calling here. So here we are calling select date. First you have to select the month and date and the date. Just execute this. You will come to know. Oh, okay. I think this is wrong, right? Unit is selecting 125 2025, but we have given 02. So this is not the way you have to give. You have to give. So February. If you give like this, you will understand that. Okay. But again, you need to convert this into 02 format. But let's see how it goes. See, again selected the February and change to March or April, right? So any date you give, it doesn't matter. So it will select. So now it has to select uh, month April, date 25. So it is going till April and it got select. Okay. So this is the how you can handle the date pickers. Any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So now next one is how to handle web tables. So you can, let me show you how to handle web tables. We'll take Heroku app website. So there you have a web tables. So click on sorted data tables. So you can choose any table. So this table data you need to fetch. First, maybe I will print the all the header column names. Then each row data. So I'll print. And if you want particular row and column, that means this cell address value, if you want, you can print that also by writing a customized XPath. You have to write parameterized XPath. You have to parameterize the rows and columns. So automatically rows are represented by TR, columns are represented by TD. So any one of them you can use. Okay. And so this is the how we can select. Let's see how to select this data. Or you want only particular data or any cell address data, how to fetch or how to print each row column data. We'll see that. Okay. Let's create a new class handling date picker, right? Same I'll use handling copy handle web tables. So this is a very important concept. Handle web tables. Okay. So here also similar. We don't need to know after class, before class you take. Before class you write all the preconditional steps, launching the browser and maximizing the browser and add wait commands. So all of them you can just uh, keep it there. So in the test, I want to open the application. Let's get no, open the application. Maybe if you want, you can give directly this URL. If you don't want to go one more level back, you can just give directly this. Okay. Next, so the title, it is asking title. I think it's the internet. Copy from head tag. Okay. Copy from head tag. Then you don't need this all these frames because there is no frames there, right? So we don't have any frames. Then I'll try to use this data. This code I will use there. Okay. So first I need to identify the table. Again, the table or rows list directly you can get it, right? You can get the, you can wait for the page title first, wait dot until expected conditions. So presence of element located. But this is not right. You have to use a CSS selector or XPath. So I'm going to use CSS selector. Let's build the CSS selector. So what is that CSS selector? So data table is loaded or not, you need to see that, right? This data tables heading is loaded or not, you can see that. See, you have a div class h3, right? So div dot example h3. So let's put div dot example greater than h3. You can write that. So you can check if you want, sir, how did you write it? So it's a straightforward, right? Tag name dot class value and immediately tag name. So if you want, you can use a selector sub, copy paste this. So this highlighting. One element matching, that is this one. So complete that. Wait for the web table header. Next, so you have to fetch all this column headings. Get all column headings. How to get the all these column headings from this table? See, you have a table, right? This is the table. Okay. Um, if you see this is the table ID, table 1, and then T head. T head represents the column names, header names. And then TRTH. If you write this path, it will give you all of them. It will give you all of the column headers. So just write this. I'm going to write XPath. Already you have here. You can see table ID TRTH. But yeah, so they are not giving. Let me copy this. So I'll remodify this. Okay, I'll remodify. Instead of that, you put so just a TH. See how many you got? 6. So 6 elements. We want these 6 elements only. This XPath you can use, or if you want to write a T head, TR, TH also you can write, but it's up to you. T head, then TR, TH. This also similar. So even this also similar, whichever you want, you can use it. So use this XPath. Let's go and fetch all the column headings. Maybe I'll remove this. We don't need. Here, fetch all column headings. So fetch all column headings. So then you put a driver. So it's not table, right? Driver dot find elements by dot XPath. Just give this XPath. So you can give the name here, column headings. Right? So this is the column headings and you iterate all of them. So if you want number of columns, you can print if you want. So let me put number of columns, the heading. Okay, so I can just this collection, right? This collection plus dot size method, and then so a element. Uh, so that's a column heading colon column. Fetch all the columns, right? So this one we'll do later. Okay, let's first fetch all these column text, each column name. I'll use the logger dot reporter dot log. Reporter dot log column heading name is call dot get text. Sorry, call dot get text. So you got the all the column headings, but we don't need column headings, right? Basically you need a rows. Let's fetch all the rows, right? So I don't need this also. Now fetch all the rows in the table. How to get? You can just give same one I can use. I'll just change. Okay, so I can change rows list. So by dot table. So this one is a heading, right? We want a rows. These rows. You can see you comment. So minimize that. You can see table T body. T body represent this body of this table. So T body has a lot of rows. If you write table T body TR, if you write, you will get the total number of rows. Simply here you can see. So T body, just change T body TR. That's it. Automatically you will get number of rows are there. So it is highlighting no how many rows with this XPath. Okay, use this XPath to get all the rows. Okay. Now you got all the rows. So if you want, you can reporter dot log. So number of rows in table. Rows list dot size. So you can find the size. Then iterate the rows. Iterate the all the rows and get the text of entire row text. Right? But so rows inside you have to fetch the columns, number of columns, and from that column you have to get so all the row by row data you can get it. So what I'm going to do, I'll iterate, right? Let's iterate. So first iterate web element. Oh, same way yesterday we did, right? For the calendar also similar kind of approach. So rows list. And now for each row, you get all the columns, cell address, fetch all the cells for each row. Now list web element cells list equal to row. So each row, right? Row dot find elements by dot xpath. Just give the xpath. So the xpath is each row, right? What I'm going to do, I'll take this, or you can build here first and then you understand. So each row we want, right? Each row, the columns I want. So for example, if you take a tr1 slash td, see you, how many you got? 6. First row data you got it. But I don't want first row, right? So now all the rows we want to iterate this data. Right? All the rows we want to iterate this data. So what I'm going to do, you don't give index number, okay? Don't give index number here, tr. tr slash td. See, now you got all 24. Each cell, it is fetching each cell. But how to get each cell address? So that you can, we'll do that. First get all the cells, okay? All the cells with this XPath. Now you iterate with another for loop because these cells you iterate. So web element cell colon cells. Okay, so this one is a capital letter. Cells list, right? You have a cells list. Now you get each cell text, right? You can get each cell text. So otherwise you can write a XPath. That XPath also can. Let me print first reporter.log cell dot get text. So this is easy, right? Otherwise you have to write a small function. So how to write a function? Get cell data function you write. public string get cell data. So for this you have to go int row, int column count. So you have to go row and column both you have to give, and you build this XPath. See, if you give, for example, tr1, I want td, I want price 1 2 3 4 1, td4. If I give, see, only it will select due amount. So that you can build it, that you can build it. So or you take x and y coordinates, you take a, instead of normal for loop, for each loop you can take the index based for loop. That is easy, you can get it. But so let's see, before building that, so I'm going to return here, this is another way to return the cell text, driver dot find element. So by dot xpath, I'm going to parameterize this xpath. So how to parameterize, please understand here. See, this is the one same I am taking. See, this is the row and column count, it changes. But I should not fix no one first row and fourth column, right? User choice, user has to give input. If he wants data, let him give data. So that data we need to fetch it. So I'm going to parameterize that. See how to parameterize? Remove this one, okay? Double quotes plus row plus double quotes. That's the parameter. What, when you call this method, you will give this row number, right? The row number will go here. And same way you do the parameterization of TD. This is how to parameterize the XPaths. So even same we have seen in one of the link handling example. How to parameterize the XPaths we have seen. Again, you can use this kind of web table. So dynamic table data, all this XPaths will help you. It doesn't matter what data it is there. If you parameterize like this, you can just pass row number and column number. It will go and fetch the data for you. Otherwise, this, let's see this how much it is going to fetch. Then we'll use this one. If it is not working, I'll use this one. But I need to use a row and column. But I will change this to normal for loop. Okay, let's run this, whether first it is printing the data or not. Each cell data it is printing or not, you can observe that. Oh, okay, so I need to give true. It has to print for the console, right? Otherwise it won't print if you don't put a true. That's it's good now. Hmm. So browser is not opening. Huh? We're not running in headless mode, right? Then why it's not opening? Yeah, you see, you're getting the data, right? So each row and I'll separate it. Let me separate it. So this is also another approach, and XPath you can use XPath also another approach. Okay, and so we can row wise we can separate it. So I can reporter dot log. So you can say each row will separate it. Okay, each row will separate it, and then that row data it will print here. Where it got 4 errors. Oh, okay, comma. So comma was missing. Let's execute this. Now you can see the data you got it, cell dot get text. This is also another good approach, easy way, right? Or particular cell address if you want, you need to use this XPath related. You can pass row count and column count for this get cell data function, and it will fetch for you all the data. See now I think it got separated. Yeah, it got separated now. First row. Yeah, it's separated, right? You can see that. Okay, so this is how to fetch the data. But if you want to use this function, so how to use that? So simply what you can do, write another for loop. Normal for loop you have to write. So int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to, you can say rows list, right? List dot size plus plus. So then similar, you can get this column count. So I can use directly XPath to get that. So driver dot find elements. You can use TD to get all the columns. Then use for loop int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to. So I'll put here columns. Yeah, even cell list also fine. Dot size and j plus plus. So here you can call this function get cell data function. Okay. So reporter dot log so we can put I'll just put ith row plus jth column cell data. We just call the get cell data method. So what we need to press, give the input I or j. So automatically it will fetch for all the rows. It will iterate. Okay, all the rows it will iterate. So this data, I'm just putting this using normal for loop. Okay, let's execute this.
We need to give true to print all the rows and columns.
Sorry.
In the line number 95, to print all the rows and columns, we need to give true as a second parameter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. True. I think it won't print now. Just join back. Yeah, I know it got printed. Nothing printed because this was not there, right? That is the reason. Something